Hey, we're here today at the Brookfield, Wisconsin Regional, and we have a guy who went X2 today. And why don't you introduce yourself, buddy?
Hi guys, I'm Cody Kasco. For those that don't know, I'm the owner of Galaxy Buster TCG, as well as I played Despia at the regional today.
Why did you play it?
Huh?
Why did you play it?
Why did I play it? I think it's the best deck right now. I think it doesn't really lose. I mean, it loses the Ash real bad, but I think it just outgrinds really well, and I just think it just beats Sword Soul in my opinion, especially since of the one token collector that it just beats everybody.
Now, from what I understand, though, is you lost round 2, right? To Tri-Brigade, Lyricalist, or whatever?
Yeah.
And then you kind of ran the gauntlet all the way to round 8.
Yep.
And then lost WB.
Yeah, my only two losses today, the Tri-Brigade Lyricalist, I lost because game 1 he just opened everything. He opened Call By, Talents, Crow, and then full combo. And then and then game 2 I just bricked really bad. So and then final round he just outplayed me. I just misplayed real bad.
Yeah,
but
getting drooled when you open all gases.
Yeah, no kidding. He main deck drool. Who does that?
He main decked one drool.
Yeah, well, one drool for the cross on, and he's so happy to see it when I have full gas.
So what place did you get there?
I got 12th place, so it's not enough for an invite. But
how many people were there?
209, I believe.
Yes.
208.
6. It was actually 206.
Whatever. A little over 200.
Let's get into deck profile. Bro.
Yeah, sure.
You deserved it.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Got the box and the mat. Look at you, fancy.
Yeah, I'm all pimped out. Shout out to Alex for buying me this.
Oh yeah, before we go into deck profile, do you have any big shout out?
Oh yeah, I definitely want to shout out both Galaxy Buster TCG, Alex and Chris. They helped me religiously with this deck. Shout out to my brother for watching the store over the weekend so I could go play this. And shout out to all the Galaxy Buster locals at home.
Yeah, all right, well, let's do it.
All right.
Do it up.
So, typical ratio of 3 Albert and then 2 Tragedy. I think this is the correct ratio. I don't think 3 is fine. I think it gets too pluggy and you're sending it off a Branded Fusion every single time. So I don't play any more than 2. And then for the 1-ups, Adlib and Dramaturge. Dramaturge, I am 50-50 on every single time. It kind of comes up to help push the game a lot more, and then just for that extra body and negate. But really, realistically, if I played any Eldritch today, or because I didn't, comedy was just better.
You would have cried.
Yeah, I would have just hard cried. And then 1 Adlib, this is like, I wish I could play 2, but it's so shit when you draw it, because it doesn't do anything unlike the other ones. So you really just want to search it.
Would you cut the Dramaturge for the comedy post?
I kind of want to test it with just comedy again and see how it was. I know some lists were doing both, but I don't think that's good.
Yeah, anything more than like 7 names should go with you.
Yeah, I hard agree. Plus, if you draw like both of these, and then all you have is like a super poly play, or just like a poly play, you can't even normal summon this to super poly your opponent, which did come up a lot, because these are just big beat sticks.
Too big.
Too big. Big old thick booties. And then I played triple Elbez. In theory, when they ash your Branded Fusion, you can just keep playing. That happened once today, and I was still able to play under this. And then setting Elbez and then super poly opponents, like the best play ever, since typically they have an extra deck monster. So you do want to see it, just so if you Branded Fusion gets there. Then I played 2 Mirror Courier. Last night I cut this down to 1 along with the trap. I thought 3 is a little cloggy. I really just wanted it as close as possible to 40. I ended up playing 42 in the main deck, so that's why I cut it just to cut it down. It worked fine today. I was just sacking them and I allured, and then somehow I drew it. So
Must be nice.
it really is. That's how you get 12th place, baby. For 1-ups, I played the 1 Albion, the 1 Kit, and the 1 Fairy Carousel for the light target. I don't agree with any of the light targets, unlike the man sitting in front of me who thinks you should have other ones. But the 1 Kit, it's just a 4th Aliber, and it's just another target to search off of Branded Loss. This is your best Branded Loss target along with this. This card is literally like the perfect starter. Or just keeping Branded opening grave, or makes your fallen Elbez live, so that you can also send that to get your Branded in red. Branded in live.
Perfect.
And the Snow is just the best light target. Then for the spells, I played the one Lost. This card just tells you your auto win when you have it
Card's
on field.
broken.
2 branded red. I don't think 3 is correct. Because opening it, huh?
Did you ever test 3?
I did test 3, and if you did draw it, then I'd rather have been a poly or or branded fusion, because like it doesn't do anything unless you specifically have those in graveyard.
Fair enough.
Obviously, the best card in the deck should all fusion without restrictions.
Ashbait.
Ashbait, I guess. I think I got ashed at least half the tournament with this, and I was still able to play because of Elbez, having 3 Elbez. And then 3 opening, this card is also really good. A lot of people also forget, including myself, is you can add with it, just so you can normal Elber, get more damage in. And like it's just an amazing target off of Lubellion or whatever discards you need to do. Any questions on that?
Nope, seems pretty straightforward.
Pretty standard. And then I forgot. So the other spell kids I played, the one of Callback that should be banned. Triple droplets. I made sure to always have 3, because like this deck just hard loses to barrier or other bullshit like you can't get over. So I wanted to really make sure I have somewhat going second cards besides just Super Poly, which is I play 3 of, and it overperformed, but it underperformed at the same time all today, because like I played 2 Punk Therions and they have Earth, and the only time it came up is he made some extra deck guy and I was able to Super Poly under Elbez.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So is Droplet better than Chalice in this deck?
Yes, obviously.
Alright, perfect. Just had to clarify.
Just had to clarify.
What do you think of the builds that aren't playing Droplet?
I don't think I don't know. If they somehow think they can push through it, I don't think you can. I think you need the droplets as well.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you're just better than me. Teach me your ways. Because you still, what are you gonna do under barrier? You just lose under barrier.
True story.
Which I didn't even play Flunder Day, but like I resolved having droplet every game unless I didn't have enough. I won pretty much every single game resolving droplet.
Fair enough.
Triple Allure. This card is great. It just literally says draw 2 for pretty much the entire deck, because all but the snow is dark in it, so it's really good. Thank you, Pack, for showing that way. And then for the Fright, I did play the Fright for package. So 2 Poly, 3 Patchwork, and then triple Egyptian.
Perfect. You got like 3 Poly? So I saw a few builds that were on 3 Poly.
I haven't tested with 3 Poly. I think it would come up. I think I did say I would like a 3rd Poly in there. But and then for the extra deck, which is very, very generic. Pretty standard in my opinion. 3 Albion. I did put a 3rd one in after cutting a Starving Venom, which didn't come up today, so it's fine. The 1 Ash Dragon, just for another target really, for Mirror Jade. And then and in theory, I also had it just to get over really big unaffected guys like the Ignister guy that gets to like 4K. Didn't really. I think I actually made him to get over a Baron today. 2 Lubellion. I don't think you honestly need 3 in here, but it's nice to even have the second
Seems
one.
like you make Albion a lot more than Rebellion.
Every time I went second, I always made Albion because it helped me push for game better.
Perfect.
2 Mirror Jade,
Best card.
really best card. Garden Chimera, I only made this once today.
Really?
I mainly was just controlling with Mirror Jade the entire game. I never had enough on the field to be able to do it, and if I did, I didn't have green and red with interactions. But supposedly 2 does come up. When they were in testing yesterday, 2 came up every single time, but today it didn't. That's a little out of order. 2 Masquerade. Every time I made double Masquerade, I would lose somehow. Again, show me
You
your
just
ways.
get super poly.
I just get super polyed or
City
evenly.
and then
Yep, it's just grand old time. Quarterus, I made this most of the time over Masquerade, because people honestly forget with Lisa Field you make Elbez and you just fuse their shit away. So that was really
So it's
good.
just kind of difficult to deal with.
Yeah. Again, I played, I think round 1 I played Plunder, and I made that today. Other than that, I never did, because he had the 2 ships and I had a Despia. So I was like, I'm just going to take that and win.
Ahoy, matey.
Ahoy.
Ahoy! And then Drago Sapelia, which is honestly one of the best fusions in this because everyone just makes it. I didn't make them.
Did you change anything?
Would I change anything?
Yeah, you were talking about Conan Lubellian or not?
Maybe just 3 ultra.
Maybe Lubellian because I feel like this would come up more just because of the second suit probably. I know, probably not. I think it's just pretty standard.
Oh, yeah.
Most of my change, I wouldn't really try to change too much today. I think most of my losses just me misplay really bad. And then for the side deck, triple D-Bear, which is auto win against Sword Soul and Despia. I did do this today against the hero. Like I had a Drago and Mirror Jade, and he was going off, and he's a poly. I was like, D-Bear, he's like, okay, game 2.
Oh, yeah, did you do that?
I did, because that's how I won. Just draw it for it. And then triple Twin Twister and Red Reboot, that's just my back row removal. And then a lot of, you really lose the anti-spell in this deck. Yeah, you said it, but like most of the time people are just bouncing your shit. And you really want to start siding that, like with just this. Yeah, so you really want to side in for both matches. Zombie World and Necro, like I said, I didn't play any Flunder, so this, like, I never side this in all day. Unless Flunder is, like, that unpopular, but...
I don't think I think the deck's kind of losing steam.
This is also good against Dragon Sword Soul, and Tri Brigade, but I didn't play it. But along with the 3 token collectors, because this would be the card I would always side in. Never played a Sword Soul today, so it's fine. And then triple Droll, I think this is like the one card. This is how I stopped the Punktarian from going off. It didn't matter because I didn't have too much follow up because I stopped him, and then I believe he anti-spelled me, and I didn't have anything to stop that. Yeah, so I think Droll is very underrated. My last round, the guy made the Droll, and that's how I lost. But we're not gonna bring that up. Who made the Droll?
The Droll, singular Droll.
But yeah, that's the deck. Like I said, I don't think I'll try to change too much of it. I do want to test the comedy, possibly a 3rd poly. But overall, I think it performed very well. It kind of carried when I did misplay. So Mary Jade's a hell of a card.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but I appreciate you. Appreciate Alex, Chris, for the miles, help for the test plan. No, talk about for the video. Anyways, I appreciate for the video, for the deck profile. Hope you guys enjoy it. Please check us out on Galaxy Buster. I would really appreciate it. Any support, I would love you all. Other than that, I think I'm all good.
We're out.